Hello, everybody.
Hi.
We're the Lee family,
Good morning.
and we're missionaries in the Solomon Islands, on Mileta, in Alki, starting Alki Baptist Church. And we just want to hop on, give a little update, say thank you, everyone, for your love, your support, your prayers for us. Some updates. We're growing out of our meeting place, a great problem to have. So pray with us that our people can find a new space to meet for prayer. And so it's a wonderful problem to have, but it is actually a problem because we don't really have space for visitors anymore. And so pray with us that we can find a new place to meet.
Yeah.
We, as in our family, moved from one place to another. That's how moving works there, I guess. The other place that we were on was not flat. It was on the side of a mountain. And so we had no space to put a vehicle to do repairs. And so we found this place, and there's flat space, and we're grateful for it. Our two other children, we have two other children. They're not in this video. I'll let you guess why. But anyway, they're out and about. Douglas and George, they're having a great time. Douglas, I think from the last update, Douglas had a birthday between our last update. So Douglas is now 4. That's wild. He's an old man almost. And George is also getting big. George came here as a couple-month-old baby. Now he's running all around. He's talking English, pidgin, Karai, all the things. And so that's exciting. Pray for our two little rugrats, or not rugrats, but they're little wild, bushmen. But anyway, pray for them. We had a young man get saved and baptized, and that was very exciting. We also had another young lady who had a salvation testimony prior that got saved. And there's probably, when we announced the need for a baptism service, there was about 4 or 5 other people that wanted to get baptized because it was kind of like a religious thing, frankly. It just seemed like oh, they're doing a religious thing. That's nice. Let me be a part of that. But they didn't have a clear salvation testimony. And so pray with us that we can further help people see the need that personal faith in Christ is required for salvation. And so pray for those individuals. But it opened up a lot of good conversations. We're trying to learn Karai still, and so that's every Tuesday we're having lessons, and that's going well as it can go. It's a very different language. We had another intern over the last couple months. He stayed here for 4 months. Actually, he was in the last video. So he's gone back to America, but we had a wonderful time with Judah. He was such a blessing, such a help, an addition to our ministry here. Yeah. And so we just want to say a big thanks to Judah for your sacrifice and your help here. Pray for Judah as he pursues a life in gospel ministry, and pray for him as he makes decisions, and pray for wisdom on his behalf in those decisions. Another big something is Bibles. That was Pigeon, wasn't it? Another big something. Yeah. Some fala big something meaningful story with. Okay, so big something. What is a big something? So we got lots of Bibles, and we are so grateful for that. Probably like 200 or 300 Bibles came our way. We've given out 100 plus. We had some other Bibles that were kind of in reserve, been able to give out as well because of that. We've had some John and Romans we've been able to give out. But as far as the Bibles that you guys sent us, we are very grateful for. And just yesterday or the day before, someone messaged me and said, hey, I'm coming to Alki from a different area. Can I meet up with someone to get a Bible? A couple weeks before that, same thing. And so we're always giving out Bibles. And so huge blessing. Thank you so much for people at your own expense, above and beyond, send us Bibles. We see the little postage price. It's not cheap to send a 30 plus pound box of Bibles. It's hundreds and hundreds of dollars. And so we had several churches, several individuals send us those Bibles, and we just want to say huge thank you to you guys for that. Melody has an update on her patient. Why don't you update that, and then I'll update the other thing.
Okay. First, I would like to start by saying thank you so much to everyone who has donated to my medical ministry here. Through your giving, I've continued to be able to give care to people every day, people I meet in town. And also my one patient that I started seeing in December, she is now up and walking around, and we are praising the Lord for that. She's been able to move back to her home about an hour away, but we are continuing to pray for her and her husband's salvation. They have had a lot of good conversations with Colton, and they seem to understand the gospel, but there's just some personal matters going on, so we're continuing to pray for them. And we would just cover your prayers and praying for this couple.
Yeah, pray for them. They're JWs in their background, and so there's just some family ties and some issues with that. So pray Pray for those two individuals. Also pray for just there's a possibility. We're just praying for wisdom about a further a more involved type of medical ministry with Melody and some other professionals here in the Solomons. Lots of things, very beginning stage, just praying for wisdom on some issues. And so pray with us that God would give us wisdom on some further medical opportunities here on Melita. All right, thank you so much for your guys' love and support and prayers. We're going to let you go. It's over 5 minutes. God bless you all. Thank you for staying with us. Bye-bye. Oh, here's our bird. Here's Kevin. Say hi, Kevin. Nothing. All right, goodbye.